Because he's good. Let me. Oh damn! Esport Collegiate. I have no idea what that is. Wait. Control R. Oh yeah, it's very obvious that I need to do. Well, at least I'm still shot 50%, which is still pretty good actually. Okay, damn, this is not that good. We're two platoons against. What? How did I miss that? Didn't we? Did terrible then. Yeah, we did kind of bad there. Okay, I have no idea why we did that. What is he doing to be honest? I don't even know what he's doing. Nice. Sorry, I don't see my chat. I think that was what I should have done. Okay, I can't get there on. Damn, I missed. That was gonna be crazy though, if I hit it. Okay. I think Rawas is the best player. I think best 1v1 player is the best player. So yeah, so it's true, but he doesn't go on like crazy matches basically. But he did it on the Saudi Arabians. Did really good, but like I mean he isn't really in a lot of our LCS matches. Damn, that was a good hit. I wasn't expecting to be able to hit it backwards. Nice shot. Okay, let me get my phone. Okay. Damn. I don't think that would have gone in, but that's a good move anyway. Okay, his ball. He played that well. مسلمية. عربية مسلمية. Damn, how did I miss that? That was close. Thought I was going far enough, but I did not get. That was annoying. Something's going on. I think with me though, not with my controller. It did seem like my controller was off, but I think it was me that was off. Okay. It didn't. Yeah, that was nice. He just hit it straight to me. That's fine.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, nice. What? That was a crazy passing spree. I think that's what it's called. That's fine.
Seconds left on the clock.
Nice. الحاسس صبحين فراغ ضيعت فيه. Not much I could do. Maybe I could have jumped again. Oops. Nice. That was close. Nice. Oh yeah, it is Diamond 2 still. But it's in the edge of Diamond 2. Ordinary. Way. Wait, let's see. Oh yeah, let's
Test.
continue this.
Welcome back to the Nate Friedman Show.
Yeah,
Hey, do you know what the plan is for the protest, where it's going?
Oh damn, it's so loud.
To all the way down to 14? Yeah. Did they block the roads like until then, or do you have to go around or anything like that?
Well, we're marshalling, so we're gonna help people not get
Was there?
Blocking the streets all the way down.
I didn't get like
Cross 7th Avenue.
you can't cross that. I didn't get an email about like the briefing. Is there like a sign up for it or something like that?
Yeah, no,
What's that?
no, but I don't know.
Oh no, I'm just press asking questions.
Yeah, no, but no, it's
Damn. I can't believe he got that
Okay,
through.
so they had a full panic and just talked over each other. Now this woman did this scripted right-wing troll line, which I guess they must have forgotten to pick up their signs because that's exactly what they did to me last time. And before that, a different paid protester with the exact same sign followed me around the Take Down Tesla protest. So who are these people, really? Keep watching. What's the next protest?
I don't know.
He's got a camera, just so you know. He's got a camera recording you. It's up to you. I can't tell you what to do.
I really appreciate you know, talking. It's nice. A lot of people just like run away. And it's nice to have a conversation. How long have you been working with Rise and Resist?
I'm answering those questions. I can answer any personal questions.
That's fair. Do you feel like Trump is a king?
I don't. I'm not going to get into political conversations with you. I'm here to marshal and keep people safe. That's my job here today, and I'm just going to do my job.
What do you mean by like martial?
We help traffic. We help people with the traffic. We help cars redirect. We help light messages. We help people be safe on the street.
Does that mean you guys are working with the NYPD?
Yes.
I did not know that's interesting. But is there like a briefing before, like that you guys work with? Yeah. So how do they know that like you're out there marching with them?
They're not blind.
And neither am I. This is you calling ICE thugs, and with a $50,000 bounty on ICE agents, you have blood on your hands. This is you taking it a step further and calling them the Gestapo, back again at a different protest, and again and again. The company she works for is
I'm glad that it didn't end up
They're one
that.
of the nonprofits receiving a portion of the $7.6 million from George Soros and were responsible for the takedown Tesla protests
So it wasn't
that
even
often
that.
resulted in vandalism. They claim that all of their events are non-violent, which is
like
odd
the
because there's
volume.
hundreds of pictures
The
of their
volume.
protesters getting
How
arrested.
did I say it
One of the
like
things they
that
love to
with
do
an
is organize
American?
sit-ins at Trump Tower, and they're politely escorted out of the building and released from custody almost instantly, which means that the supposed king is quite forgiving with people trespassing his family's home. The donation link to Rise and Resist goes straight through Act Blue. Now it's really her associates that are the star players in the protesting field. Watch this. You see her? She works with Karen Shaw, the kazoo lady from the previous No Kings rally. This is her making the signs for Rise and Resist in their little print shop. Yes, I'm looking into this print shop. She protests whatever
I
is on
think
the
he's
schedule.
gonna get
Back again in front
-9
of
or
the
so.
courthouse
Oh
asking
yeah.
to abolish ICE, which is to take the sides of the vicious,
Oh, you
violent
can't
criminals
tell.
that have been deported by ICE. She wants to, quote, free them all, and she's doing this sit-in again.
Oh,
instead of
never
Trump's
mind. He
ban.
was actually
The
that.
president is very aware of paid protesting.
There actually isn't
Take
much
a look.
variance.
I had one the other night. I went into a restaurant and this woman stood up. I looked at her immediately. She had money. She wasn't serious. They get paid for it. Their profession from Soros and other people. And we're going to look into Soros because I think it's a RICO case against him and other people. Because this is more than like protest. This is real agitation. This is riots on the street.
Now I saved the best for last with this group because look at this guy here. Meet Kazimir Yanish. He is a professional protester. Here he is with the infamous Karen Kazoo lady. You know how they frequently work in teams. Now what is concerning about this guy in particular is not just that he is a professional protester, but that he is an election worker. His official start date was January 2020. According to his LinkedIn, he is a director of architecture and engineering at New York City. And according to GovernorSalaries.com, he's receiving
I
an
wouldn't
annual wage of
expect people in this rank to do
$120,000.
that.
The question is he protesting on the taxpayer's dime? Kazimir took part in the famous paid protester group photo that I've exposed. See the Karen Kazoo lady here? And of course Stuart Waldman, who was on the board of Rise and Resist. Kazimir had no social media that I could find, but here he is on his friend's Instagram, and he's clearly labeled in the caption. According to Kazimir's LinkedIn, he is also a Columbia University alum. And here he is at an alumni event. Kazimir has donated to a fund that was established to provide legal assistance and financial support to those who get arrested at protests. So he's spending his money wisely, and as a graduate of Columbia, I'm sure he's proud of what his alma mater is up to these days. Next up, I ran into a woman with a guillotine poster at the peaceful protest.
There's no need to say nice shot for that. I always say nice shot, but there's no.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Can you tell me about your sign?
A sign that I got inspiration from the French Revolution, and they got rid of their royalty and kings for good reason. Yes.
Is this like, do you want to kill Trump with this, or is
I
it just
want it's symbolic.
Okay.
Yes. His term needs to end as soon as possible, and we shouldn't support him because he's disgusting and he's killing democracy.
What do you think is the best way to impeach him? Like, get him out of there? On what charges, you think?
I don't know, to
Felony counts isn't enough.
bring back the rule of law, you know, let it happen naturally. That
Yeah.
when his term ends, it ends. I would love to impeach him, but like no third term.
What happened
He's
there?
already doing that. We're
I'm
becoming
wondering.
in martial law in this country. Okay.
Oh yeah, we both missed the ball. We both. No, I did the right thing. He was behind me, so he didn't. But
Do you feel
whatever.
like he's a king right now?
No.
You think that he? When do you think that he will become one?
Has he taken powers that he shouldn't? And you know, absolutely. You know, he is yes.
What?
He's what's the word? He's what do we call it? Tyrant, autocrat. Yes.
I noticed the cafe. How do you feel about
Cafe,
this
yeah.
ceasefire deal?
I don't think it's gonna last. I
The
have little
gap
faith.
It's one of
Little
the
faith.
things that I
Cafe,
will
yeah,
credit him
and
with. You
Arabic.
are not there.
Okay.
It's one of the few
There's a bit of
things.
unity there for
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you credit him or no?
Not really. I really don't. I mean, even now, there are people getting killed. They are funding, Israel is funding clans to kill people in Palestine. And they're sending photos
Clans?
of people over to
I have
Israel
no
and
idea
saying,
what
"Yeah,
she's
take him
talking.
out."
I mean, sure, she's funding to kill
since
people.
the ceasefire.
Hamas,
That
but
hasn't
like,
changed. And
I don't
you
know what
and
she's
Israel
talking about.
well,
I don't think
Israel is a Jewish
Israel's
state,
army
and as a
has
democracy,
plans,
the two
or at
can't
least I have no
coexist,
idea what
and
that
I'm
means.
very anti-Zionist.
Like it shouldn't exist as a Jewish state. It
Oh
should
yeah,
exist as-
clans is like a
Democracy
group.
for everybody having
I
equal
forgot
rights,
what it
not
means.
privileges for just one group.
What's the best way for folks to stay informed about this stuff? Like, what channels of news do you watch?
I mean,
Damn.
I'm trying to get away from just New York
Damn.
Times because that's insufficient.
Why do you say that?
Al Jazeera.
It is a famous newspaper.
It's pretty biased.
Biased toward the left?
And it suppresses, yes, it suppresses stories about particularly what's going on in Gaza. It really suppresses stories.
What other channels? Sorry, so New York Times and what else? You said Al Jazeera?
Here, yeah, that's really.
Okay,
The New York Times is not far left enough. Gotta love that. In order to get to the truth, you need to read Al Jazeera, which is a news source that receives 90% of their
It's not
funding
even
from the
left
Qatari
wing.
government. This is a trusted news source for Americans.
It's very right.
Just thank him.
Or actually, I don't know. Maybe they disguise it as left.
protesting buddy could do it, which she of course rolled her eyes at. Next up, I saw this guy with a
To
big
be
flag
honest,
that
it
said
makes
"No
sense
kings in
though.
America."
The Times
Let's see what
isn't
he has to
left
say.
enough. I can see that
Kings in
point of
America,
view from the article.
Do you feel that Trump is a king?
Seriously?
Fuck no.
I think that
he's
might
never gonna
cause us
be
to
king.
go.
His ass is gonna be in jail one day. That's when we'll all be happy.
What is the motivation for today? Are you hoping that he sees
I'm
this
here for
protest?
my grandkids.
Your grandkids? Okay.
I don't think he's going to jail.
Their freedom.
Do you want Trump to see this and be upset? Like, what is the underlying motivation?
I want his blood pressure to blow out one of his vessels in his brain right now. That's already deteriorating.
Yeah, to harm him or just to send a message?
No, I don't wish harm on anybody. Theoretically. But I want him not to be able to sleep tonight.
Okay. Fair. All right, so tell me, like, how is he going to try to be a king, you think?
How's he going to be a dictator?
How is he going to try to be? Because you said he's not one right now.
2025, they're following the book.
I don't know. I did such a bad movie.
Military. He wants us all to look like we're radicals. Oh, I'm Antifa. I'm a grandfather with 6 grandkids.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not.
We're not going to fall for his trap, where we're going to be violent. We're just going to stay on the streets until he gets the message. And until the rest of Congress does something, get off their ass.
So do you think that he's going to change his tune, like on 2027, right before the next election, he's going to decide I'm going to stay in? Like, what is your theory of how he's going to try to make himself a king?
Well, they're already trying to do it. They're trying to rig elections now by redistricting the voting. You know,
The thing I disagree with Trump is he's like, oh, they rigged the election.
his
Like,
base-
really?
I don't wanna say
There are
anything
people
bad
in the
about him.
Democratic side, but not like the president himself. Like Biden,
There's
Do
people
you
with
think they
bright
rigged it
eyes.
against him or
They see
Kamala?
things. They're not blind. You know. I was like uneducated.
The last thing I'll ask you is I keep seeing this criticism, and because I'm press, I ask people tough questions. If there was
He's
a king
not
in
press.
America,
I don't know why
they
he's
wouldn't
saying
allow a
that.
protest like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we don't want them. That's exactly the reason everybody's here.
He's not press.
Yeah,
I'm
we
pretty
agree
sure
with
he's
that.
not. I don't know why.
I remember you guys from the Washington Square Park area. Are you guys recruiting here? Yeah, how's it going?
It's going okay.
Yeah, have you like sold any papers and?
Well, I think we're more so emphasizing
Yeah.
political conversations. Yeah, just to kind of see what.
Well, I didn't see we were up one. Being up one is enough,
For me, it's just a
usually.
matter of
And I can see why he did that accident.
what is there for me. I have 3 degrees. I'm struggling to find work. I have a degree in biology and I have a degree in political science.
Not
I've
him.
just been
But
struggling
they
both
could
of
have
them to find,
scored
like,
that if
meaningful
they had
employment.
one.
And you have to ask why that is. And so I decided to pursue a degree about,
Nice.
study a master's in political theory.
Third.
To kind of get to that, to get to the
Not
why.
bad.
And the why is capitalism. It's because there's always going to be a layer of people who are unemployed or underemployed. Because that's the way the system is designed.
So the Communist Party is actually one of the partners of the No Kings protest. You will also see the Indivisible Project listed, which is a company that has been caught being heavily involved with paid protesting. I am going to reveal much more about the funding behind this No Kings protest, but before I do, I want to give you a quick warning. If you're a homeowner in America, you need to listen to this. The
At least
FBI has
No
been warning
Kings
about a type of
protest
real
isn't
estate fraud
very
rise
violent.
called title theft.
I
And
saw
your
one
equity
actually, which is
targeted.
crazy.
Here's
I
how it works.
wouldn't think
Criminals
I
forge your
would,
signature
even
on
though
a
this is
single
a
document.
very
Use a fake
democratic
notary
country.
stamp and file it with the county. And just like that, on record, they own your home. Using your ownership, they can take out loans against your equity or even sell your property. And you won't know about it until foreclosure or collection notices show up in the mail. That's why I've partnered with Home Title Lock so you can protect your equity and find out today if you're already a victim. Use my promo code NATE at HomeTitleLock.com and you'll get a free title history report and a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title records, urgent alerts to any changes, and if fraud occurs, their US-based restoration team will spend up to $1 million to fix it. When I own a house one day, I will definitely get Home Title Lock. So don't be a victim. Go to HomeTitleLock.com and use promo code NATE or check out the link below. And now, back to No Kings. Next up, I asked this guy what brought him out to the protests, and I think you'll be shocked to hear who he thinks is a king. And a hint, it's not Trump.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I interview you real quick? All right, awesome, thank you. Can you tell me why you're out here?
I come from an immigrant family. My grandparents came over here when immigration was very different. They didn't have papers, they had a boat ticket. And we've seen a lot of pulling up the ladder, and we need to support our immigrants here now. They're the backbone of our country, backbone of our society. They contribute, and beyond that, they're human beings, and they should not be treated like I would never treat an animal.
Yeah. What do you say to the Republicans who say these are illegal immigrants being deported, not immigrants?
The numbers don't demonstrate that at all. Yeah, sure, there are illegal immigrants. There are people who have convicted, who have committed violent crimes. Obama was kicking people like that out. Biden was kicking people like that out. This is not new. It's not like the Democrats weren't trying to get rid of violent offenders. Sure, that's fine, right? But you should not be zip tying kids to the street. Like, come on.
Oh my god, no. It's hard to hear.
Do you feel that Trump is a king right now?
Is what?
Do you feel that Trump is a king right now?
You know, I think that if a few more people gave him a few more pieces of what he wants, yeah, I think Stephen Miller is. I mean, I don't honestly think Trump is running the country.
You think Stephen is?
I think Stephen Miller is. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's calling this a hate rally. I mean,
Yeah, we did the right move.
Do you think that they're going to try to run for re-election for a third term?
I do. No, I do. Because why wouldn't they?
Okay. So you think that's going to be the turning point, 2028? That's when they're going to try to be a king, or are they going to try to do it earlier?
I mean, if we get it to then, I'm sorry.
Okay.
If we get to then, I mean, we have a midterm election coming up, but like, hypothetically, what if the Democrats do well? Are they going to validate that election.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. What do you hope is the reaction to this protest? Do you want more Democrats in office? What are you hoping for?
You know, I hope that people who are still undecided, still on the couch, will come and make their voices heard more often. I think it's important. Just
Yeah, I think he might have been able to. Oh no, he probably wouldn't be able to get it.
And that they'll change their mind? Do you think that they'll change? Do you think that they'll change their mind if they see this protest?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think they'll change their mind. But I mean, come on, we've had years of trying to change people's minds. I don't know what the point of that is.
And I'm asking all the protesters out here, what news do you watch? What's channels?
I get everything on Instagram, but it's mostly
Dumb.
Midas Touch Network.
Yep.
You know,
I don't know
things
how
like
I
that.
I guess what was interesting to me is that there is the full acknowledgement that this will not change anyone's mind, but that Stephen Miller is the king and not Trump. Now, do you see these orange signs everywhere that say Refuse Fascism on it? Well, they're one of the largest backers of the No Kings protests. Refuse Fascism is not registered as a non-profit, so they don't need to release their funding. However, that just makes finding the truth harder, but not impossible. You will see these signs everywhere at anti-Trump protests, and the fiscal sponsor of Refuse Fascism is the Alliance for Global Justice. George Soros has given millions of dollars to the Alliance for Global Justice through his Tide Center and his Open Society Foundation. Even with their millions from Soros, they put up a donations page to make you think it's grassroots, and look, they've raised over $70,000 on top of Soros' millions. The AFGJ also sponsors Sandy Dune, a group that was designated as a terror organization by the US and Canada. Make no mistake, George Soros was behind the No Kings protest. Next up, a woman with a very different kind of sign.
Is this an ad of NPR? Can I interview you about it real quick? And what was your reaction to them defunding NPR?
I'm disgusted as I was disgusted about losing all the funding. I mean, I love them, and it's great that New York is going to have them because we have a lot of private donors and the state is blue, but a lot of rural America isn't. So I increased my funding this week, and I'm going to get a tote that says this very statement. So this isn't unique and original.
No, I can't believe I couldn't get the ball.
My source of everything.
But also
They
it was
make life
supposed to be
better,
baseball.
and they make me not feel alone, and sanity and all of this.
What made you want to come out here today?
To be part of sanity and truth.
Yeah. Do you feel that Trump is a king right now?
No!
You think that he wants to become one?
Yes!
Yeah. How do you think that he will try to be one? How do you think he'll try?
I mean, that's a little much for me to get into right now. Everything he's doing.
Yeah.
Everything.
So her sign also said you can't defund the truth. But I don't think NPR cares too much about the truth. And don't take it from me, hear the CEO of NPR herself say that the truth is just a distraction.
That for our most tricky disagreements, seeking the truth and seeking to convince others of the truth isn't necessarily the best place to start. In fact, I think our reverence for the truth might become
My teammate might be kind of
a bit of a
but
distraction
it's
that is preventing us from finding consensus and getting important things done.
The NPR CEO also says they're not biased, for sure, but this is her wearing a Biden hat, so there's that. Now listen to an NPR reporter's reaction to a shooting by a trans person.
And just a point of clarification, Senator Klobuchar referenced the shooter as he. Although police have identified a suspect, it's still unclear at this time what that person's gender is or how they identify.
Can you believe you used to fund that? Because getting the shooter's pronouns right is what matters in journalism. Now, it's a shame, though, that Doge defunded NPR because we're missing out on contributing to great stories like fat phobia and its racist past and present.
Okay, sure.
Amazing. Next up, I will ask this man what the ETA is on Trump becoming a king.
What's the motivation behind the outfit?
Well, I actually happen to have this in the closet, and I hardly ever wore it, and it happened to be a great day to be ridiculous and fight fascism, wear something silly, and make sure that, you know, we the people make our stance known.
You think Trump's a fascist?
I do.
And why?
I believe that he follows all of the 14 characteristics of fascism, and, or at least most of them, and he's starting to embody the rest of the ones that he hasn't. I'd say he's probably 9 to 10 out of 14. The ones that I'm really curious about are corporate corruption and corporate, cronyism, but that's not really something that isn't to be said, considering the fact that he has an oil exec in charge of energy. And I think that generally speaking, that's just one small step in the way of fascism in
What do
America.
you think is like his ETA to try to become a king? When do you think he'll try?
We've already seen the Trump 2028 merge. You can't argue that. I mean, he's had it on his desk while he's in meetings, press in the room with him in the Oval Office. On top
Bro,
of that,
okay, we're gonna lose because
quiet about it. He hasn't exactly been hiding his
he's not
intentions, and
taking the
nobody
shot.
in representing the Republican Party has as well.
And for the sake of potential unity, what is your favorite thing that Trump has done?
If things work out with Israel and Gaza, fantastic. There is still a lot to be solved. The Gaza people are screwed. Let's be real about it. They have been decimated. It was a genocide, and it was an absolute murder of them as a human race. I heard today that about 95% of the population remaining in Palestine has reached the 5th level of malnutrition, which is fatal, and there's no coming back from that. The same as we saw with the Irish and their famine. It is a generational last.
Did you hear that? What is the news that people can trust? Like, which channels do you watch?
I actually don't remember where I heard that. It was somewhere probably on TikTok, so allegedly.
I'm trying to interview the next generation on what they think of the protest. What are your thoughts on it?
The vests like to chant, but not to have a conversation. Bernie taught him well. Next up, a man dressed as a king makes it to the protest, so of course I had to interview him.
Amazing. What an outfit, huh? This is amazing. My name is Nate Friedman. I'm a YouTube journalist. So tell me what makes you come out today and protest.
Donald Trump's a fascist.
Yeah.
He's horrible, he's mean, he lies, he lies, he lies.
Yeah. And we're
We can't have kings.
can we move over here? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know the whole outfit. This is amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Show the full. Show the full. This is amazing. There's a diaper in there. So okay. So
I've soiled myself.
okay. What's the worst thing that Trump has done? What makes him a fascist?
His everyday lies are undermining everything.
Yeah.
Lies.
Yeah.
Once you lie.
Sorry, I'm here.
Lie.
No one else. It's good to see your face.
Do you think that he's a king right now, or that he's trying to be?
He's trying.
I know we were gonna lose anyways, but it just added extra annoyance when he didn't even try.
He's just a narcissist. He's not the intention. He's just feeding his ego.
Okay.
But the GOP lackeys around him are using it.
Do you think they're trying to help him become a king?
They don't give a shit about him. They don't care about him.
Yeah.
They just want their own power.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so do you think he's gonna run for a third term?
He'll try.
He'll try. You think
this is all about?
So what do you want?
People will say no.
Yeah. So what do you want? Do you want him to see this protest and decide, no, I'm not here? Yeah. So who is this for, would you say?
They're saying his name, so this is like probably excites him. Probably gets them all excited.
Yeah. Okay. So who are you hoping that this sees? Like, what is the underlying motivation?
You can tell me to Palestine.
They're not doing their job.
To send a message that the people are not with them?
Maybe some of the people in the cult go, oh,
No.
maybe I am getting it wrong.
This interview right here is our final one of the day, and just wait for what he says
Nice.
at the end.
I think I would have scored it.
It's just scary how ISIS is overstepping and they're hiding their identity, and there's some very concerning things.
So ICE, what I hear is that ICE is covering their face because they're getting threats to their life, and they feel that if they don't cover their face, that they will get doxxed. And because right now there's a bounty on ICE's head, like $50,000.
Well, the thing is, that anybody could cover their head, and see, that's the problem. We need a way to identify the people that are.
Well, they also play into that. Maybe they do dox the leftist people too. I'm not sure. It could be true.
Then it escalates.
So maybe it makes sense.
The fear,
Yeah.
who we trust. So that's the thing. We need a way to identify.
Feel free to Palestine.
Bounty on their head, and they're using a mask of self-defense. Is that not like?
It's wrong. We need to find some better way.
Do you feel like Trump is a king right now?
Well, no, he's not a king, but I think that he's like the emperor's new clothes. People that want the power, evidently a lot
I don't get why people are in the no king protest, and the majority are saying he's not a king. It's kind of dumb. Like,
Yeah.
Then why is it
And
called the
this,
No Kings
the
Pro?
guy Miller, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Stephen Miller.
Yeah, Stephen Miller. So Trump is really, because he has such great ego,
Nice.
it's all about him, his Bible, his Bitcoin. You know, he just
His
wants the glory.
Bitcoin?
So they're using him as a tool. And I'm sure when
He actually hasn't really promoted
So you
Bitcoin.
feel that Stephen Miller is controlling Trump?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, please.
Why would Trump like let Miller control him? You think?
Oh, because they're feeding Trump's ego. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's feeding
I'm
his
for
ego.
Bitcoin, but like, to be honest, I don't think Trump is doing
Thank you so much for
anything
watching. Our
almost
interview with
for
Curtis Lewa has
Bitcoin.
gone super viral on X with over 5 million views. The complete and uncensored version of that interview is on your screen right now, and I highly recommend checking it out. I'll see you there.
Pretty hard to say that. That was the weirdest angle to try to save it. Damn, I didn't expect that. Shit. Itman shit batale monster. That's crazy. Bro, I can't believe it. I was like obviously making a joke, but like pretty annoying. What is he doing with? Yeah, at least it didn't go in. That's it. We might be losing here. That might have been my fault, I don't know. But whatever. It was my ball and then it was his ball, but I guess my ball was not a good idea. Maybe it wasn't my ball. Yeah. That's annoying. Let me guess, I'm 9:30 now. What? No, I'm 9:20. Can't start a new one. Sorry, I'm here for someone. You have to see my face. Nice. Damn, that was such a bad angle. But the thing is, it might have been better. It's his ball. No, it's my ball, actually. I didn't notice. Why are they being annoying and stuff? Pretty annoying. Pretty annoying that they're annoying and stuff. We all know it's Rocket League. I really don't understand that saying. This is Rocket League. Like, it's Rocket League. We know. Who cares? Bro, one of their players is really good at stealing boost. I feel like boost has been a big problem in this game for some reason. Did he seriously miss that somehow? This is so annoying. Okay, good. I can't believe he would do that. Oh no, he did nothing, never mind. So we lost. Pretty annoying. Can smell me the Palestine. I'm here to see your face.
If you were planning on adding AI to your mobile application, but you're worried about the cost, quality.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tall the Traveling Clad, your famed member of the infamous 109 Club for getting kicked out of 109 countries. I'm your favorite white colonizer. Get the merch, the shirt in the description below at thetravelingclad.com. Last night, Tommy Robinson was here in Israel and Tel Aviv, and I was invited to this event to go watch him speak. Now, before we got a chance, the crowd, to hear him speak, he turned up the heat on the mainstream media. Let's take a look at this clip.
It's pretty annoying, right?
So all you do is lie. So whatever you're going to ask, you've travelled all the way here probably on a propaganda piece to try and attack me. Let me tell you can I tell you the answer quickly and then you can ask your question. More people are going to watch our video than yours. Fine. You have become totally irrelevant in every aspect. You lie, you smeared Israel, you're on the side of Hamas, you're humiliation, and no one cares what you say anymore. Now
but what I'm interested in to know is that the Board of Deputies of British Jews says you're a thug, and they say that you represent the worst of Britain.
And where are the Board of Deputies now?
They're in the UK representing British Jews.
They're representing British Jews. Who voted for them to represent British Jews?
Did you vote for them? You're not even Jewish.
No,
Are you Jewish?
I'm Jewish.
You're in our country. Do you support
it's fine.
I don't think that's relevant.
Can I ask you something?
No, because I'm asking you because I'm a journalist.
This works both ways. I'm a journalist. This works both ways.
So what
Do you support Palestinian state being recognised?
What I want to know.
I'll answer your question once you answer one of mine. I'll answer your question once you answer one of mine.
I am not giving my opinion because I
You're
am a
not giving your
neutral
opinion.
reporter for
Yeah, my teammate is very bad.
What I would like to know is, do you support the state of Palestine being recognised under the Palestinian Authority?
And what I would like to
Will
know.
you answer that question?
No, wait.
You support a terrorist state. Come on. You support a terrorist state. You've flown into Israel whilst you support a terrorist state.
And please don't invoke the Jewish community because there's a lot. I walk the streets with Tommy Robinson both here and on the streets of Jerusalem, and British Jews thank him. The Jewish Board of Deputies don't represent the Jewish community.
Hold on. Listen, let's
Fucking, I love these guys, man.
I'll ask you a
Respect.
question, you ask me a question. You're a journalist, I'm a journalist. I'll answer any question you want.
The Board of British Deputies Jews says you're not a journalist. They say you're a thug who represents the worst of it. That's what they say. So I'm asking you to respond to that allegation.
Have you watched
Wow, he's actually terrible.
I have, yes.
And is it good journalism? What about the interview with Thomas Hand, whose 8-year-old daughter Emily was kidnapped? Have you watched that interview?
I have seen many interviews with her, and
No.
But what I'm asking
you're dodging the question.
is why.
Answer the question. You're saying I'm not a journalist. You're saying I'm not a journalist.
In the UK, you are considered a far-right activist.
Okay. Do you call this journalism? Have you come here and spoke to any second or third generation Muslims who live in the state of Israel and asked them about Israel? Have you?
I've been coming here for 30 years.
Answer the question. Okay.
Yes.
Answer the question. Do you recognise the British government recognising a Palestinian state under the Palestinian Authority? Do you?
I have reported it because I have reported it for 30 years
I'm asking
without
the question.
ever
Do you
giving
support
my
it?
opinion.
What's your opinion?
I'm not giving my
Why
opinion.
not?
Because I am a journalist who's been
So
reporting
shall I
from
answer,
here.
shall I answer this? I'm not giving my opinion.
You're very happy to give your opinion about Tommy Robinson.
So let me give you a message to the Board of Deputies, Jews. You do not represent the British Jewish community.
Absolutely.
You have stood with a two-state solution. You can't have a two-state solution with terrorists or jihadists. I don't support that. I'm a Zionist. I believe in a homeland for the Jewish people. There's 55 Islamic nations. Let the Jews have one. This is their homeland. Historically, biblically, it's their land. Okay, there's no argument about it. I don't support Hamas. I'm totally opposed by Hamas. You have travelled here. You've took all your time. This is what you call journalism. Do you know what journalism is? What I done in South Tel Aviv. Do you know what journalism is? What I done at the Nova Festival. Journalism is what I've done since I've been here. And I guarantee you, British Jews and Jews around the world will watch my journalism and they'll applaud it, and they're going to watch your journalism and be ashamed.
Yep.
That's the reality.
100%.
Between me and you say you've
He's terrible. I don't know what
How many
he's.
people are watching your journalism? You don't understand it yet, but you are literally like dying with a terminal illness. You are finished. So no one
100%.
cares about the mainstream media. They watch us. We are now the media. Now you don't know that. I understand that, and that's why you're producing.
It's not true though. The vast majority of people, not majority, but a lot of people in Britain watch the BBC. It's not true what he's saying.
Lies about Israel since the start of this conflict, and then you have the audacity to come to the state of Israel and stand here and attack me whilst I'm coming to tell the truth about Israel. That's you. You're Channel 4. Okay? Everyone's had enough of you. How many people do you think watch your, or actually, how many people do you think actually, genuinely, as you've seen when I've asked you some questions here today, I've simply asked you some simple questions which you won't give your opinion of. People know when I answer, I mean it. They know the work I do, I care about. You don't care. You will say whatever for your bosses. I won't. I will come, I will find the truth, and I will report it. That's what I do, okay? So unfortunately, for Channel 4, which you've done hit piece after hit piece after hit piece, you haven't just done hit piece against me, you've done hit pieces against Israel. You've been pro-Palestine, pro-Hamas. That's your reporting, okay? That's your reporting, not mine. I stand on the side of freedom, democracy, equality. This is a Western civilization which is under threat and surrounded by jihadist nations. That's why I'm here. I'm here to show solidarity.
You know, here he's not doing that,
I'm
man.
here on a fact-finding mission to give the British public the facts on what it's like in the state of Israel. That's it. So, tell the board of deputies I said hello.
Channel 4, isn't that the one that Pakistan...
Even though he was so annoying,
whatever her name
I'm really mad about that guy.
She was on that Channel 4, go back to where you... Some show on Channel 4, I'm pretty sure, is it not? Do you know who I'm talking about? Brushka?
I know who you're talking
I think he's the reason why we lost. Maybe a lot of times I underestimate and it's me, but they think it's his fault.
She's been. Can I ask you, because the Board of Deputies support the Islamophobia bill being passed? Yeah, the Board of Deputies are on record.
I love them. They do. I do have to say, they do come off as like two little giddy ragtag, but fuck the mainstream media. I 100% agree with Avi and with Tommy Robinson. Are any of you guys? I never watch the mainstream media. We sometimes react to some Fox News clips, and usually when it has somebody who's not from the mainstream media talking as a commentator. And that's only because my team sends me the clips to react to. But am I taking my own... I don't get my fucking news to the mainstream media. Fuck journalism. The thing is dying. It's been corrupted by a leftist institution. It really has. We're going to get back to the clip in a second because it's not even done. I just want to let you guys know, I was watching this clip as I was scooting over on an electric scooter to the venue. And I was listening to this happen live. And then I walked in and I got interviewed by Avi when they were done here. It was like... such a funny thing of events. I was listening to this happening live. As I arrived, they just finished with the journalists and came to the main thing, and I was like, damn, they smoked them. And now watching it the second time, more focused, I'm like, woo, this is good. This is really good.
It would make it illegal to tell the truth about Hamas, what happened on October 7th, and about Islamic red gangs. That's the Board of Deputies. What do you think about the Islamophobia bill? Do you think we should have an Islamophobia bill which makes it illegal to criticise Islam? No, I'm asking.
That was my problem.
Okay, so you report from Israel. So do you think that we should recognise a Palestinian state under the control of the Palestinian Authority? Simple question, yes or no?
I'm not going to answer it because I'm a journalist who doesn't give my opinion, unlike you. I'm a journalist who reports subjectively.
Reports objectively. You call this objectively.
I'm not giving my opinion, am I?
You call this attack. You call this.
What do you think of Tommy Robinson?
I'm asking you a question.
You've come here without. You've come here. You could have watched my journalism since I've been here and reported on that. You could have reported on what we found when we went into South Tel Aviv. You could have reported on what we found when we met Thomas Hand. You could have reported on any of these things. We've done lots of positive work since we've been here. You could have reported on that. You've come here with a preconceived article already written with an attack.
Why was it? I can't. This rank is terrible.
You've already wrote your news piece. You've come here to get your little 2-second soundbite and then to go home. That is not journalism.
The Likud party is hosting it in Tel Aviv. That's the mainstream party.
It's not journalism.
The Likud party is hosting it. This is extremist. How? The Likud party is hosting it in Tel Aviv, right?
I thought it was the Minister of Diaspora, Mr. Chikri.
No, tonight's show. Tonight's event is the Likud party.
The invitation is
It doesn't matter. You
Likud is the
didn't bother to
mainstream
check
governing
that.
party, correct? Yes.
It's the governing party.
So Likud, I'm sorry. So Likud Tel Aviv is hosting him. This sounds pretty mainstream in the center of Israel.
The point is, you've come here with a preconceived article already written to to get a sound point as an attack, as a headline, to say that attack me from mainstream establishment organisations who are not working on behalf of the British Jews.
With respect.
Yes.
You don't know why I've come here, and I have been coming here for 30 years, and you are a very small story in a much bigger story.
But here you are, though. Here you are.
That is correct, yes.
And here you are working for Channel 4. And more people watch my live stream.
The Jewish Board of why did the Jewish Board of Deputies get to define who's a journalist?
Oh my God, you guys are amazing.
Are they any sort of authority that you take them seriously? Like if somebody doesn't call you a journalist, is that automatically a question for you to ask? You asked him. You said the Jewish Board of Deputies says you're not a journalist.
No,
what would your response be?
They said he was a thug.
And you said he's not a journalist. People are watching this live. There's thousands.
Yeah, I didn't do good there either.
They said he's not a journalist. Why do they get to define who's a journalist? One, they don't speak for Jews. Secondly, I don't speak for journalists. But now you're denying saying it. So, guys,
have you watched any of my documentaries? You haven't.
That was his shot. I know I wasn't doing good either, but like that was his ball.
Does anybody love the two of them together? They're such a I don't get to. I remember. Okay, well, I'll let the clip finish.
Is it journalism? You must be able to answer that without an opinion. Is it
Is
journalism?
your journalism journalism? Is that what you're asking?
Well, you just said I'm not a journalist. I'm
No,
asking you.
I said the British Board of Deputies said that you were a thug, and they said you represented the worst of Britain.
You said
That
I'm
is
not a
what
journalist.
they said.
You said I'm not a journalist.
You're an activist. Is that correct?
No, I'm a journalist.
So you're not an activist.
You're the
Okay, here we're definitely supposed to win.
So Channel 4 on behalf of the government, right?
Okay.
You're funded by the government, right?
No.
Yeah, the Channel 4 take government money.
No, we don't.
Channel 4
No,
take government money.
no, that's not true. No.
So who funds you?
Advertising funds us.
Advertising funds.
Advertising. There's no government money for Channel 4.
Okay.
It's advertising.
So you're here on behalf of who?
I'm here on behalf of Channel 4
You said I
News.
wasn't a journalist.
I'm here on behalf of
You
Channel
said
4
I wasn't a
News.
journalist. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go to the real journalist.
What an excellent clip. Does anybody else just love the energy between Tommy and Avi together? So I'll tell you guys my story with Avi and Tommy. I knew of Tommy Robinson back in my hippie travel vloggers day when I used to live in and out of the UK. For a lot of you guys don't know, I lived a lot throughout London, and I spent a lot of time in the UK. I made a lot of friends there early on in my travels, but I was surrounded predominantly by these sort of hippie, more lefty traveler people. And the ideas that Tommy Robinson talked about, I was very interested in. I agreed with a lot of the stuff he said. This is almost 10 years ago now. But I hid away from supporting and talking about it. Back then, all the internet was very regulated. YouTube had these harsh rules, and he got banned, he got deplatformed. And then Avi Amini came out, and I remember he got his endorsement from Tommy Robinson. I think Rebel Media is under Tommy Robinson, so I don't remember exactly how it is, but that's how I found out about Avi Amini. And I've been watching Avi independently without Tommy Robinson for around 10 years or so, probably 8 or 9 years. And now seeing Tommy and Avi together doing this on the ground journalism. Man, they are such a good
It wasn't my shot. You might not
they're
have
incredible. The way they first of all, they're kind of a little bit like hoodlums in a good way. They're sweet hoodlums. They're not assholes, They're both respectable guys. But they're standing on their shit, no one's gonna come at them and speak bullshit, especially not a journalist. They're gonna turn the journalism into a debate immediately. And that's what needs to happen. If you're gonna come with retarded questions about Tommy Robinson and you're gonna try to frame it in a way, because that was the point. That's what he was catching her on. She was trying to insinuate that Jews think that Tommy Robinson is far right. And you know what? Today, they did not report that yesterday had a crowd of 1,000 Israelis cheering his fucking name, singing for him. There was a line outside. You should have seen the line outside. I was in the line outside. It was insane. People stopping to shake his hand, take pictures, stopping him in the streets. I would say I was shocked by how popular he's become in Israel. People really love him. So to say that this one facet of Jewish orgs, Jewish representatives speak for all Jews is absolutely not correct. We know that many of the Jews that stand on this idea of a two-state solution now don't represent the mainstream Israeli or Jewish identity. Most Jews around the world right now don't support the idea of a two-state solution because we realize how dangerous it is. Tommy Robinson is in tune with the current Jewish agenda, with the current Jewish mindset, because he's actually interacting with Jews. He's not looking for a token Jew to speak for his politics. Does that make sense? He's actually going for what the majority of Jewish people, how they feel, how they see, most of Israelis, how they feel and what they see, and that's what it is. And so this woman from Channel 4 is looking to make an assessment, looking for her hit piece, and he's calling her out for it. I love the dichotomy between Avi
and Tommy Robinson together on the ground. I want to see more of it. I know they both live far away from each other, but I want to see more of it. It's so much fun. It's such a ragtag team. It's like I've been tuning into the clips that they did in South Tel Aviv the other day and in Jerusalem. It's very, very fun to watch them. Avi's journalism style and Tommy's journalism style. Avi's more like sort of run and gun ADD, and then Tommy is more like deep, introspective, very hard, very willing to like talk about the stuff. And I love them. Like they are very, very good together. They feed off each other well. So very fun to see, and was so fucking cool to be there last night, to meet them both, to say hello, to even be in one of Avi's videos. Really, really awesome. And yeah, it was a killer event, guys. I hope a lot of you guys got a chance to go there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Join the 109 Club by buying the merch at thetravelingcloud.com, and I'll see you in the next. Love you.
Have you struggled with repping your Zionism style? Well, boy, do I have a solution for you.
Head to thetravelingcloud.com and become a sweet Zionist prince or princess today. Or maybe even let the world know you're a white colonizer with matching hat. Tell the comment section you were thrown out of 109 countries by joining the 109 Club with a matching hat. They say it was promised to you 2,000 years ago. Double down and grab a shirt that was promised to you 3,000 years ago with a matching hat. Ever dreamed of Zionizing like me? Do it with a matching hat, damn it. Show off your Iraqi pride by being someone's back daddy, or showing them you were made in Iraq with a matching hat. It's time to laugh in the face of those who attack us. Wear their hate with pride and you become untouchable. TheTravelingClad.com. We got mugs, stickers, shirts, hoodies, and so much more. Go grab yourself something nice, Habibis and Habibtis. You deserve it. If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support
It's really annoying when they say that much. And at least it was at this on my team, so it wasn't annoying at all. Damn, that was a crazy shot. I didn't mean to do that though. I shouldn't have flew for that, but maybe I should have, but like I don't know. That was lucky, I think. I flew there before knowing that that was actually gonna happen. Just Us was served. Nice.
So can I introduce you? Can you explain who you are? Member of Knesset Simcha Rasman, the chair of Constitutional and Justice Committee, which is the equivalent of the Judiciary Committee in other countries.
I talk a lot about the politicisation of the judiciary and the corruption of the judiciary. Am I right that you've tried to address certain issues with regards to the Supreme Court in Israel?
Yes, so basically I was working on it now for more than a decade, outside of the Knesset. I'm in the Knesset for 4 years now. We started doing it. A lot of mess happened in Israel because of this, because some people will hold to this stronghold of undemocratic power. So a lot of protests, but you remember them. But I think now, during the war and after the war, people understood how it's important not only for the issues that we were talking about before the war, but also for the ability of Israel to fight this radical Islam that we face in Israel and we face in England. Basically, same aspects of the same issues.
I saw recently the leader of El Salvador made a comment saying that unless you address the mafia who control the judiciaries, you'll never solve the country's problems. He was probably talking to Israel, talking to Britain, talking to America. Do you see it in a similar way?
There is a similar way because when you are an elected official, as I am, or you're working with the people on the ground, as you do, you cannot ignore problems.
The thing is, the air dribble didn't do anything, because I was like a bit behind the ball. Maybe actually it did. If he would have hit it at me, I might have been able to hit it.
And that's why
Or do a 50 at least.
Anywhere
Probably a
is
50.
less connected to the real world problems that elected officials and activists are connected to. So this is why you sometimes don't understand. Don't you see what's happening? Don't you see I have this issue in Israel for the incitement for terror? People would go in Israel. There were 5 indictments in a year on incitement for terror. Now in Israel, when we do like this on your Facebook page, on your Facebook feed, you have thousands every day, 5 indictments a year. So we started working on it. That's the issue. You don't do it because you don't see the outcome. You see it somewhere. You feel better with yourself. You say, okay, so I'm freedom of speech, but you don't understand that these words kill people.
I recently, since I've been here in South Tel Aviv, I met some Jewish community who said that Sudanese or Eritrean killers or rapists could kill and rape a Jewish Israeli. They'd go to prison and they'd be prevented from deporting these people due to the Supreme Court. Is that right?
Yes, and basically the state of Israel. Again, we are, I think that because we're a small country, it's harder for us to hide problems. If we try to hide it, it explodes, as we saw on October 7th and other issues. So the Knesset
that was a bit his problem, but it's kind of complicated.
It was cancelled.
It didn't look like he was gonna hit it.
So the Knesset knows what needs to be done. You have to deport those illegal immigrants that come to Israel. They are destroying the neighborhoods of South Tel Aviv, but they're also a danger to the identity of the state of Israel as a Jewish state. And the court canceled it, kept canceling. I have now, you met Sheffi Paz, right? So you met Sheffi Paz. I brought her 3 years ago, before the war. I brought her for her birthday. I brought her the draft of the basic law of immigration that I'm pushing forward. When she got in jail a few months ago, I gave it to her until she comes out. I will pass its first reading, and I did. And I'm now working to pass it first and second and third reading. Work in progress, but the court, everyone knows, whatever you legislate on immigration, the court will either cancel or disregard.
So just so we can understand that. So the public elect an official, the official passes legislation that the public want, i.e. deporting illegal immigrants or deporting murderers and rapists, and then the court closes it and prevent it. Does it sound familiar? The human rights laws of the European Union prevents us from deporting criminals or rapists or murderers. I think that will surprise a lot of people.
Apparently the world is much smaller than we think.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the work that you're doing, and thank you for the support for Israel. And I think the point that you are making, that we see now is the radical Islam and some woke right have the same problem because out to anti-Semitism. I think the point that you are making is extremely important.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know how I missed that. It's his ball. Oh, it's my ball. His ball? Yeah, his ball. It's his ball. I see why he would think it's his ball, but like, I don't know, he just moved where I moved. That's not how you're supposed to play. It's crazy that they actually scored that. And it's crazy that we both missed the ball. Damn, really? Bro, I don't know why he kept on going. He had no boost. Shit. Nice, bro. I can't believe I got that double tap. Well, I don't know. I think I'm gonna take a break. Bye, guys.